Enjoy this episode of Low Moon Palace Pages.
Okay, and then the image is gone. And then the image of the short sword is there. Right? Make a dex check at -2 to grab the short sword.
What is that?
D20 equal to or less than your dex, -2.
If you could grab the short sword, maybe he could speak to us.
17.
Equal to...
Yep, so you need a 15 or less on that D20 to grab the short sword before the image disappears.
Alright.
Success. Okay, so you've snatched up the short sword. Upon looking at it, you are fairly certain that it is Dan's short sword.
Crap. No. I'm keeping it. I guess I'm keeping it until I find him.
Okay.
Yeah. Just put it in my bag.
Okay. The image flashes again now after the short sword. So first it flashes back to them in the camp, and then it's there for 2 or 3 seconds, and then it flashes to an image where an enormous dead tree grows from a pool of black dust.
The heck?
Sitting at the base of the tree appears to be, and you're only seeing a silhouette, but a body that could be Dan. Hanging from the tree's branches, however, are dozens of shadowy figures, motionless as though asleep.
Crap! Pretty sure he is a shadow now.
Right? And then the image flashes, and you see the camp again.
Why did it speak to us? This is cute. What is going on?
You do not hear sound coming from the image. You figure there probably would be like forest sounds and stuff like that, but you do not hear sounds. You only see the image.
I try to stick my
Roll it D20.
Thank you. 17.
Okay. So you feel a change in temperature, but then while your hand is still through, the image flickers out, and you just see ash again.
I pull my hand right back in.
Okay. Yeah, your hand's back in. You did not spot him yet. You can try again, but you do think you were reaching into the space where they are.
Do it again.
Okay.
I don't know.
The image flashes up. Okay, but stop right there for a second. Alright, so you've finished rotating your spells. You have the spells that were on the list.
Okay.
Okay. Elowen's been done praying for a while. She didn't have as long as you had to do. So, they pretty much packed up the camp. And
I try to stick my...
Valera has waited somewhat impatiently because she hadn't planned on being here that long, but she took a nap for the last hour or so. Okay? So Elowen says, she just like shifts her belt, shifts it, puts her pack on, and checks her holy symbol, and she says, any sign of Michel?
No. He's being suspiciously quiet.
He's not in the camp. He's already broken down the tents. I think he went back in. Valera says, if you want, I could track the ground between here and the cave and see if his passage is notable.
That would be very nice. Beware, he is very sneaky. He may have tried not to do so. You may have to look closely. If he did, I am so going to kill that boy.
Okay. So she checks, and about a minute or two later, you find out that indeed his tracks do show that he went back into the cave by himself. The image flashes back where you can see it, and you see the three of them, Elowen, Valera, and Selena, all standing in a close group.
One of them, to grab one of them.
Still describing the picture. No, you're not close enough. Alright,
So,
anyway, all three of them are standing in a close group, and you can see that Valeria has just delivered some news that is... It clearly upset Elowen and Selena, and so you're wondering if maybe they just found out that you went in by yourself. Vex is just walking up to you.
I'm so dead.
Okay, so you're seeing the image from about 15 feet away, so you're not close enough to reach any of them. There's nothing in the image that's close by.
Head through.
Just the ground.
Stick my hand through again.
Okay, so you have to wait. It goes away again. It comes back again. Okay. So what do you plan on doing then? What's this? I mean, I guess there's a small chance he might have snuck through, but there also is a chance we might go down there and wind up facing both Dan and Michel as undead. Vex says, the girl's amulet is highly effective against undead. Elowen says, yeah, except I'm not sure that's the kind of thing we're facing. It's more like it's something else. It's not killing them per se. It's
like
taking over them. Yeah, something like that. Possessing them. I did take a blessing for the day. 2, actually. 1 we could put on ourselves on the way in. That might make it less likely. And 1 on the way out in case something clings to us.
My spells are completely, I've completely rotated my spells. And I've been using them as an indicator whether or not I should go or not. And based on the spells I was given, I believe nature wants me to go back in. Mostly defense and offensive spells. I also have 3 new, higher, much stronger spells that I don't know what they'll do.
No, it's a worm can have an effect on this creature. Paladin looks at Valeria and says, we're all packed up. It looks like we're going to go in. What are you planning on doing? I hadn't planned on being here this long, actually, but I could probably hang around for a half hour to an hour and see how it goes. Go for help if things go particularly badly.
All I know is I can get feelings towards the spells. I know 1 is defensive, 1 offensive, and the last one, I don't know. Could say solid.
Maybe like a protection spell. No, but that would be defensive. Something to do with rock or wood.
I do have a spell that allows me to drift through solid stone, and that I do have a memorization.
Does the new spell seem similar?
Just so you know that.
A little.
Maybe a little.
So maybe the one that allows you to drift through stone is similar because the other one has something to do with, like, going in and staying in stone, or making something out of stone, or putting stone around yourself, or making a wall of stone. Something like that. Just thought.
Something that I have found that will happen is when it will be helpful, I will feel an urge to use it.
Excellent. I'm not relishing the thought of going back in this cave.
Neither am I.
But if Michel is stirring up more trouble, probably the sooner we go, the better. How long ago did he leave? Valeria says, hours, looks like. 3 to 4 hours ago.
Been here how long?
You didn't hear it. Alright. I'm as ready as I'm ever gonna be, Rex says. Cool. Sure appreciate your help. He shakes Valeria's hand. Fare thee well. If you learn anything about destroying this creature, it'll be all worth the effort.
So good.
I don't relish the thought that there are more of them out there somewhere. Okay. And then the rest of you are headed, except for Valeria, are headed into the cave then, correct? Okay. No trouble getting there. You weren't that far away, like 40 feet. What?
The lady in waiting, she's going too?
Yeah, she'll go. She said she would go before, so she'll go. Okay. So Stephanie is going with you as well. And she has put on what armor and equipment that she has. So she's studded leather armor. So. You head for the cave, right? No trouble getting to the cave. No trouble heading down into the cave. You go through the first couple of rooms. No trouble. You see the scenes where you fought before. No trouble. You don't have Valeria to track now. None of them can track. Either. You can't track. So you don't know for sure how far Michel came, but you have not seen him yet. And you've now arrived at the top of the spiral staircase. Yeah. So you've arrived at the top of the spiral staircase. Or it's really a ramp. Not stairs, it's a ramp. The spiral ramp that goes down to the creature's lair.
Guys, we stick together. Last time this happened, it had some kind of mental effect. We stick together, and we move swiftly so we don't give it enough time to affect us. Last time, we practically sprinted down, never felt anything from it. When we walk, it has Horrible effects.
Vexus. Also, while we were down there before, Dan basically was fighting against us. So somehow I won him over. Keep your guard up. Do the best you can to resist it. Alan says, I think it's probably time I cast that bless now. Okay?
What does it do?
She pronounces a blessing, and you get +1 to hit and saving throws. Okay? Alan will lead the way down. She holds forward her holy symbol.
That was fun.
They're walking in the dark. Very little light. Okay? Alright. The image flashes back. Zeta. The image in the ash is visible again. You see the creature first, you see the dead tree, and then both are gone, and then you see the campsite, except in that short time, which has only been maybe a minute, all of the tents are broken down, and the only person that you see there is Valeria, and she's actually laying with her head on a rock and sleeping. Also, roll a d20.
I might be screwed. He's in a different dimension, so his time is probably looking different.
So based on what you see, it strikes you that the shadows outside have changed considerably. Like when you looked at it at first, you think it was probably around noon. The shadows were very small, but now more time has passed, like maybe an hour or more, so that the shadows are getting long again. So you realize the time is not moving the same in the image as it is here. Also, you've not found any other way out of this room other than to climb down off that big cliff or to do something with this image. Valeria is taking a nap. You could maybe throw something if you want to try to get her attention. But you can't reach her. She's over 20 feet away. And sound doesn't appear to be traveling. What do you do?
When the image pops up, I'm gonna try to grab something and check at it.
Something what?
You have an arrow.
You do a coin. A silver piece. Probably won't get it back.
Do a copper.
Copper's pretty small, but you can do a copper piece.
I'm probably just gonna grab the handful of ash and just go. It's not gonna go very far.
Yeah, it won't go to her.
Just gonna go like,
no way it's gonna travel 20 feet. It'll just burst in the air. Remember, it's a wall of ash that you're seeing through, so it has to be something heavy.
Can I shoot like an arrow from my crossbow?
Probably. Crossbows.
Just don't hit her.
Crossbow is more like a rifle.
You're gonna hit her.
Yes, you can do that.
I shoot.
Ground the tree next to her or something. Okay.
I shoot.
Alright, so roll a d20. Just don't roll a 1.
Just don't roll.
If you roll a 1, you kill.
Probably wouldn't kill her, but it might hit her.
Where'd it go?
Bouncing off the table. Roll another one for now.
It just disappeared. What did you roll? D20?
Yeah.
My D20s. Yep. 15.
Okay, so you hit the base of the tree next to her. She immediately wakes up. She's listening.
Hey.
The image shifts and you can't see her anymore. Okay. And then she probably looks around, you think, for the arrow. Okay, for the bolt. Meanwhile, you're at the top of the stairs. Elowen starts down. Dim light.
Like pounding and I'm shaking.
Yep. Okay, so it goes Elowen, Stephanie, Selena, Vex, in that order, down the stairs. On the way down the stairs, you begin to hear voices. They are moving pretty quickly, so it'll take you one round to get to the bottom. But you begin to hear voices, and one of the whispers says, I can show you where your father is.
Do you guys hear it now?
Vex says, I hear whispers.
Telling me it can show me where my father is.
Seems to tempt. We're almost to the bottom.
Very possible it's what Dan was dealing with.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, you arrive at the bottom. You see the round room. In the center is a platform. Originally, the creature was on the platform. You would know that. You weren't in it. Sorry. So, there's nothing on the platform right now. Sorry. Beyond the platform on the backside, there is an open area in the wall. It's not a door or doorway. It's just it's a cave, right? So it's a big cave opening. And you can see faint blue light in, apparently, to the left. Okay? And then to the right of that is the shadow alcove as previously described where the creature was trying to throw Dan's body.
Oh no.
Okay? From the rear, Vex says, "That's the alcove. Right there. That black thing."
I'm really not liking this.
Elowen pads softly and quickly over to the alcove, and she stands between the alcove and the doorway in case the creature comes out. She says, over her shoulder, she goes, "I think it's eating." Elowen, and then Stephanie says,
"Eating humans?"
"Not Dan, I hope."
So do I.
Okay. Vex looks at the portal, the shadowy area, and says, "The shadow's so thick, the light's not penetrating at all. Could be a portal, like to take us somewhere else." Elowen says, "It's very dangerous to go through a portal without knowing where you're going."
Yeah, and it's real dangerous to stay here. The monster could kill us. We may as well keep moving.
Stephanie says, "What if he's eating the cow?"
The number one thing is we know Dan is dead or unconscious, most likely dead. And Michel, it's slim, but there's a chance he's still alive. The best thing we do is see if he's alive. And knowing him, he's gonna go straight into the place that the monster isn't.
So do you think you went in here?
It's like
the monster gets quiet. I can hear it.
I say we go there.
Stephanie races into the portal.
So do I.
Okay. And then Vex and Elowen follow you.
Stephanie, Selena, Vex, Elowen.
Right?
What?
Okay. Oh! I forgot to turn the birds off. Okay, sorry.
It's silently. I was ignoring them because I was doing
Okay. You see the large chamber filled with ash to 3 or 4 inches deep. Okay. You do not see Dan, but you can't really see all the way across the chamber either. Columns rise to the ceiling, and they disappear into the shadows above. And then out to the right, you can see what looks like windows or archways that you can look outside or look into another space beyond them. What do you do?
I say, oh, you mean like, hold on, can you repeat that?
Okay. You're in the big room that I described when you went in there. 3 to 4 inches of ash on the floor. No signs of any tracks. Columns rise up out of the ash and go to a ceiling way above your head. And then out to the right, you can see columns that form like archways, and you can look out like windows out, maybe outside or into some outer, bigger space. You do not see Michel anywhere.
I say we keep moving.
Okay. Straight ahead, basically. Okay.
Trying to put myself in Michel's.
All right. As you move straight ahead.
Michel kind of keeps going. Once he's halfway in, there's no turning back for him.
All right. As you move straight ahead, shadows rise up out of the ash. Roll for surprise. Elowen is surprised.
Wait, are you surprised on that?
Do you want
1 or 2. So you rolled a 2, correct?
Yes.
So you're surprised as well. What?
Yeah, other D6s.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Vex is also surprised.
That's not good.
Stephanie is not surprised. Stephanie is the only one not surprised.
Wow.
Okay.
Could have just kind of dagger. Chop.
So you rolled 2, plus you have a 17 dex, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're 1 segment surprised. Elowen is 3 segments surprised. Vex is 2 segments surprised. Okay? So in the first surprise segment, they will get to attack, and Stephanie will get to attack. They have initiative. So they're attacking everybody before anything happens. So there are 4 of them. It's going to be 1 on each of you. So on Selena is hit.
What?
3 points. You take 3 points and 1 point of strength.
Ah.
Okay. On Stephanie, hit. Oof. Vex, missed. Elowen, missed. Okay. And then Stephanie attacks with her dagger. And she missed. Okay. Ending surprise segment 1. You're no longer surprised.
I'm pulling out my dagger from my boot, because that's like her first instinct. And,
Did she have a magic staff?
Yeah, because it has a +1 to hit magic staff.
Yeah, so that's going to be bigger damage than the dagger.
Okay, let's do that.
Interested in giving financially to Low Moon and support the campaign? Text LMGIVE, that's LM Give, to 419-419-0095.
Okay, anyway, she's using the staff. So, roll initiative. This is the second surprise segment.
3.
Okay. It goes the shadows, then Stephanie, then you. Shadow on you. Hit. You're not rolling terrible now. 1 point of damage and 1 point of strength. Stephanie. Missed. Vex. Missed. Elowen. Elowen got hit.
You are so dead, young man.
I can't talk to him.
Okay. Anyway, right, and then that comes to you. You may roll to hit.
Okay. Come on. 18.
Hit. D6 damage.
Right.
Still there.
But I get +2 because I have the +1 to hit and my +1 staff.
The +1 to hit doesn't do damage. It only does to hit. So you did 2 points. Okay. But it obviously affected the creature. Okay. And then Stephanie also attacks. And Stephanie hits. Gonna give her a 1 in 6 chance that was on the same one that you hit. It was not. So it's a separate one. Damage. Okay. So she damaged one with her dagger, you damaged one with your staff, and they already went. That ends surprise segment 2. So Vex is no longer surprised.
So we don't really know for sure that you can't hit it unless it's magical or silver, because the only things we've tried have been either magical or silver.
Yeah. Elowen knows because she knows what they are. She would have said something if people hadn't figured it out. But
she did say something when we were fighting the
other ones before, yeah.
I don't think it was the ones with the big giant monster.
Okay, initiative.
Other ones.
Don't forget you have magic too if you choose you wanted to use it, but okay.
4.
Alright, so the shadows have initiative. Alright, it'll be the shadows, then you, then Vex, then Stephanie in that order. Did you want to do something magical in Missile Fire, or do you want to hold that for the big baddies?
I'm gonna hold that.
Okay, so
if it
the shadows
starts going
first.
a rogue, then I'll use it.
You are struck.
Ow!
3 points of damage and 1 strength.
What?
That was
How much strength
maximum.
do you have?
13.
Okay.
So I'm at
Stephanie
11 strength.
got missed. Vex missed, and Elowen missed. Okay. And then Vex and Stephanie and yourself roll to hit. Stephanie's going to go on the same one she hit before.
8.
Here's
So
a
9.
miss.
A 9.
Stephanie did hit, however, with her dagger.
I got a 9.
Still there. Okay. And then Vex with his dagger hit.
Unless one of my secret spells presents
Okay,
itself.
he hit pretty hard. I'm going to get 50-50 chance that the one he hit is actually one of the ones that's already wounded. Yes. So it's 1 to 3, it's on the one you wounded previously. 4 to 6, it's on the one that she wounded that has been actually wounded twice. It is on the one that you wounded. So the one that you wounded is now wounded twice, but it is not dead. Okay? So you have one that's severely wounded, one that's moderately wounded, and 2 that are unwounded, and we're in the new initiative, and that ends surprise. So now we're in actual initiative. These are full rounds.
No more. Surprise.
Can't roll good.
I haven't rolled a single dice.
Nope.
You're dead.
I'm probably not gonna.
Because you're dead.
You are rooting your companion. You're supposed to be rooting your companions on to save you. That's your role.
She won't listen.
Please save me.
What do you mean I won't listen? What do you think I'm doing? Charging into this powerful random portal.
After he went in.
She's risking her life to save you right now, literally, as we speak.
Before you said no.
Okay. Initiative. Did you roll initiative? Top right initiative.
Yes.
Roll initiative. Okay. Stephanie, Elowen, Vex, none of them are very good. Shadows. Okay. What'd you get? 4? So you have initiative. You beat everybody in the party and the shadows.
Because you didn't even get that high of a number, you got a 4.
Yeah.
Rolling to hit.
That'll hit.
15.
So now, roll decent damage, you might kill it.
9.
Yes! 1 shadow down. Force into energy.
3 left.
Okay.
Can you all stop? That.
Oh, that's what it sounds like. Okay. No, that's not a good sound.
I don't think you can ever save someone in peace.
No.
Clearly, they fought something that didn't left behind.
Okay. And then it goes to shadows. So there's only 3 of them now. So one of the party members is not going to get attacked. It is going to be Selena. Okay. Vex, sorry. Mist. Stephanie. Mist. And Elowen.
I don't know that.
Hit. Oh, that wasn't good.
For all I know, I could be killing my shadow friends.
It's possible.
Stop.
Okay. All right. Vex, Mist, Stephanie, Mist, Elowen. Okay, she's not gonna attack. She's gonna turn. Okay. Which she successfully did. Okay, the 3 shadows retreat into the ash.
Are shadows counted as undead?
Yes. Yes, at least normal. Depends on how they're created.
Oh.
But 99% of the time, yes.
I thought they weren't. I thought they were just something else.
So these are people that lost all of their strength, basically?
Probably, yeah.
Like
Usually
they
it starts with a couple of shadows, and then it goes up from there, and then they sometimes migrate from place to place.
How does the first one get made? If
They're denizens of the shadow plane. So they're like mini demons, basically, from the shadow plane.
Oh.
And then they come in more shadows. They can be summoned, exist. Okay, anyway. You've successfully fought off the shadows. The image reappears in the ash wall, basically, that you're looking through. And you see that Valeria is holding the bolt in her hand, and she's really close, like maybe 4 feet, 5 feet from when it appears, like she's right there. And she's, in fact, roll a d6 and see if you're surprised. If you roll a 1, you will not react in time for the picture to disappear. So basically, you're looking, and it goes like that, and she's right there, and you're like, oh! And then the picture is gone.
Oh. Mr. J.
Okay. Rotates through, you see the old dead tree.
I jumped through.
You're going to go to the old dead tree?
Yes.
Okay.
I jumped through.
Alright, roll a d20 dex check. You have to make dex or less on a d20.
Can you actually jump through it? I mean, if you can put his hand through.
Oh.
Oh, just fine. Fired across the bolt, too.
Oh.
Okay. So you jump through. Alright?
You're going to jump through there. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Okay. So what you are seeing, to give you a little bit more description, an enormous dead tree grows from a pool of black dust. The roots of the tree disappear into darkness beneath the floor.
Okay.
Hanging from the branches of the tree are dozens of shadowy figures, motionless as though asleep. At the base of the tree rests a stone altar containing whatever a few items might be from Dan, you think? His backpack, that kind of thing. Okay.
Am I going to generate a new character? Because I already have options for my new character.
That's how we all are, because we all...
Yes,
Sound in the room seems to be somewhat muted. Like when you, how it feels when you put in like noise reduction headphones.
What the...
Okay. So the body that you saw before, a silhouette, is basically sitting slumped head sideways against the big dead tree.
Big dead tree.
So you will be creeping under these shadowy beings that they're a little smaller than man size, and they're clinging to the branches. So you're going to try to sneak in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll hide in shadows and move silently.
What's inside this?
Okay.
Don't come down, creeping.
Good start. Oh, we're rolling together. Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, good roll. Roll the other one.
Yeah, do. 44.
Okay, so you've crept in under, past the altar. You can see some stuff on the altar that you think belongs to Dan. But you see, you're now kneeling on one knee. Pay attention. Kneeling on one knee next to Dan's unconscious or possibly dead body.
Oh, so this one?
Okay. Oh.
So you can check him to see whether or not he's alive.
I check his pulse.
Alright, roll a d20. You don't have healing or anything, so
9.
you're fairly sure he's dead.
Oh.
Okay. So you're strong enough, even with your drained strength, to carry him out. Like firemen carry. Yeah. But it will be arduous. And you'll have to be quiet, because you don't want to wake up the creatures that are overhead.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab his stuff, grab his body, and just get out. But where's the... How am I supposed to get out?
So it's you don't feel comfortable that you could carry this stuff on the altar and also him. It's bad enough you're going to have to carry him with an 8 strength.
I think I'm dead.
What did Dan say?
He said, I think I'm dead.
Like, I think I'm dead now.
He probably is.
Or you just
What
go
if
back.
I've been telling you all this time, and
Or
you
you
could
just
say,
go
Dan's
back.
not dead, Dan's
What
not
are you
dead.
doing? You try to carry him out? You're by yourself. No, if you leave him here, you don't really have a choice. You could carry him out and then try to come back for the stuff.
Steal my
Risk
stuff?
possible.
Steal my stuff?
No. I'm just gonna grab him and get out.
Right.
Well, at least,
Roll percentile dice.
I'm at least gonna
You're
grab
now.
him in his backpack.
Again, you're not sure you can carry the backpack.
Just put the backpack on me.
I mean, he's bigger than you,
Still,
and you have an 8 strength.
And I have armor.
I'm gonna try to grab
Let's
the
take that
backpack.
off.
Okay. So are you picking him up first and then just try to grab it on the way, basically?
How much am I weigh?
Yeah.
Okay. It might be the straw that broke the camel's back, or in this case, Michel's back. The straw that broke Michel's back,
I weigh 95 pounds.
plus armor, and your armor is still on.
That's true.
And he has an 8 strength.
That is also true.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think I'm gonna be able to get back.
Right. Anyway, so you pick him up over your shoulder, so roll percentile dice, so you can do that quietly. Because you know what? There are at least a dozen of these creatures up here. If they wake up, you're probably dead.
Yes! 54.
Okay. You feel like it was fairly quiet, considering you're hefting a man, a heavy little man on your back.
To be fair, I'm not that heavy. It's my armor.
I mean, 100 pounds is still a lot.
25. 95, sorry.
25. I'm like, what do you even know?
Strings.
He's a half-halfling. It's like a quarterling. He's a quarterling.
He's got like,
Strings.
I'm a woman.
Alright, so you've got him on your shoulders and you start moving. Okay? As you get almost to the altar, it's only a couple of steps, you're gonna, try to loop your arm to the backpack and bring it with you? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Now you realize that he did leave quite a bit of stuff outside because you camped, but he must have had, like, adventuring gear or stuff that was of value to him that he left there. Yeah. You have a short sword.
My sword. Yeah, I have your short sword.
I'm dead, so figure
Yeah,
me
there's
out.
a long sword there, probably, right? You carry.
I didn't carry that on with me.
Okay.
Down there.
So what else did he have that he would have probably taken candles or whatever?
Everything. So
food and water and
hold on. I can
supplies.
read you because I separated them. I have my bow, my arrows.
Yeah.
And my folding knife. I think that's what that says. Yeah. My folding knife, my frog knife, my knife with bone handle, because they're all in my book bag.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
There's stuff in there.
My coins and
Alright,
stuff.
so you're trying to pick it up, right?
Yep.
Roll percentile dice. You need a low number.
My coins are not in there.
Oh, 40.
04, actually.
Oh, so it's 4.
Or even better. Yep. Okay. So you looped your hand through the backpack. You start to move, and you realize that there is a large, shadowy, beastie creature that is coming out from behind the tree and coming after you.
Oh no.
It is bigger than any of the ones hanging on the tree. The ones hanging on the tree have not responded. Think of like a man-bat, basically. So this guy is probably like 6 feet high, has bat-like wings, talons.
Oh no.
Fangs. Okay. And you're rushing toward the ash door. Alright, roll a d6. On a 1 on a d6, when you arrive, you will rush back into the room that you left.
So I have to roll 1.
What if he appears outside the camp?
That would be better, but...
Hi.
Nice.
Yay!
Right? So
A solid one. That was crazy.
Back in the room, what has happened, okay, is you guys came across the room. When you get to the other side, you see a huge stone split in the wall. Right?
Crap.
And you go there and look. No signs of any tracks, right? Even though there's 3 to 4 foot of ash on the floor. There's no signs of any tracks. And when the 4 of you gather around it, you see the same previously described. You see the ash wall, and after a moment or two, it flickers, and then you can see, you see the camp outside. You see Valeria standing there, and she's slowly surveying. She's turning in a 360 degree, like a full circle, and she's tapping a crossbow bolt against her leg as she's surveying all around. And she looks in the direction of the image, but she's about like 8 feet away. And then the image is gone.
I'm the one who shot that.
And then a few seconds later, you see an image of you see the cave that has the creature in it, and you see his back, and you hear crunching sounds of bone and whatever, and you can actually see him now. It's not like around the corner. You can see that he's standing in front of a table that's about stomach high to him, which would put it about 4 feet high. And there's some kind of a body or something on the table, and he's taking off pieces of it. But then the image is gone. And then a few seconds later, the image of the room with the big dark undead, or big dark dead tree, enormous dead tree, is there. And then, roll the 20, D6. D6 for surprise.
Not surprised.
Not surprised.
Sorry,
Not surprised. No one is surprised, okay? And so, you guys chill? Okay. I understand you're enjoying the game, but you're ruining the recording with your enjoyment. Or at least a little over the top anyway. Okay, anyway. So, you see the image, you see the tree, you see a large creature coming, and in front of the large creature is a small silhouette, and then the small silhouette becomes Michel, and he charges out of the ash. He's covered in ash, so at first he looks like a beast, right? And if you were surprised, you might have like struck at him, but you're not. So in a second, you realize it's him, and you realize that he's covering Dan's body. Now, interestingly enough, Dan's body is not covered in ash. He may have a little bit of transfer from Michel's body, but Michel thunders through the opening and then falls face first in the ash. And Dan is laying on top of him, and now you can't get up. So you're stuck. You're face down in the ash, and he's too heavy. You can't get up.
Okay.
And the others quickly move to try to help him, get Dan off of him, and like that.
Serena's processing.
Okay.
Just thinking.
What do we do about Michel, what did you do to Valeria? Those are your dogs. Oh, that's one of your dogs.
You don't know
Yeah, I do. They're one of the ones that Michel uses.
She's never shot it.
It's a crossbow bolt. Anyway, you need to stop. I'm running the game. You're not the game master, okay? You can roll a wisdom check to see whether you recognize the bolt to be one of Michel's bolts or not.
Okay.
A d20 equal to or less than wisdom. You're pretty wise, so you might well figure it out.
Yes.
Yes.
Very easily figured
Fine
out.
that you said that.
What'd you roll?
2.
Wow. My wisdom's
Okay.
18.
Alright. So she's accosting you. Mind you, he's buried in ash, and they're lifting him up and out. He looks like an ash mummy. Basically, his face is covered, his hair is covered, whatever. And most of you are too, like up to the waist. But the funny thing is, even though there's ash like collecting on you and stuff as you're walking, now you look back at where you came across the room, and there's no footsteps. The ash is smooth, just like when you entered.
I don't like that.
Okay.
It kind of pushed the ash off my face.
So they pull Dan off of you. He looks, not only does he kind of gray from the ash, but he looks weak and sickly. In fact, roll a d20 versus con.
Oh.
Roll a d20.
This is con. What does con do?
Constitution equal or less with roll. Roll a 1, no problem. Alright. So you feel sick to your stomach, but you don't hurl. Okay. So they pull you up, and Elowen washes some of the ash off your face so they can actually see you.
I kind of tried to get some, like,
Vex and Stephanie turn Dan over, and Stephanie says, he's dead. And Vex says, must have been that undead creature. He's got some wounds.
Oh man.
I don't know if he's for sure dead. Maybe he is.
Elowen checks him. She has healing.
Dead.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Well, our best bet is
his wounds don't look severe enough to have killed him, though. She pulls his eyes over. She says, I think he had a heart attack. They all three of them look at you like it's a strange thing to say.
I've known him for like, I don't know, 100 years. So
if this thing flashes back to that image where the tree is, can that creature come through?
Yes. Yes.
We need to move.
We need to go, like, now. Well, we have Dan. Let's just leave the cave.
Yes. Back where we came. What?
Poof.
Just
imagine. They just take camp and they're just there. Like, what?
Okay.
And then
you can stay and watch the image to see if the camp pops up.
Wait, if the camp pops up, can we jump through the image and go to the camp?
Nobody knows.
That's what I did.
Look for him to go to where the dead tree was.
Then can't. That's fine.
But you have to wait for it to show up again, and if the creature shows up again first, and it comes through, then you'll have to fight the creature.
Nope, we'll leave it.
It depends.
It's only like 6 feet tall. It's not. I say we leave.
Okay,
like
so you're moving away from the door. They don't want to fight the creature either, so they drag Dan's body and they're moving away from the door and his backpack.
Am I like wobbly?
Everything but your bow and arrows.
Is Michel able to like move normally, or does someone have
come back to life? You'll have everything but your bow and arrows.
Oh well.
Does someone have to help Michel like move fast enough, or is he able to?
No, he can move normally as long as he's not carrying extra weight. 8 is just below average strength, so most of us have it. You probably. You might be 9.
My strength is.
Ariana, not Selena. I was trying to hurry. You might be 9 or 10 because of your gymnastics, but an average girl of your age would be like 9, 8.
Selena's
Yeah. All right. Anyway, you cross back across the room. Meanwhile, the creature has not come out of the dead tree room. But then what? But then, when you get back to the spot where the thick shadow alcove was to go back to the cave complex, it's not there.
That's not good. So this like alcove that we.
Now it's just solid stone. There's no shadow alcove.
Check out Amal Dan Inc. for incredible opportunities to support the ministry.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to wait and hope that the monster doesn't come out until the camp appears.
I touched the
But
wall.
the problem is, there's so many of us, I don't think we can all jump through in the 2 or 3 seconds that it appears. Gonna have to be weakest people first, including Dan. Dan and weakest people first, and then stronger people after. I'm currently one of the weakest people.
Okay. We'll stop there, and next time you can try to find your way out.
Man, I'm dead.
Okay.
Oh,
So before we
yeah,
turn off the recorder, I want to tell you a
dead.
couple of things real quick. Okay. So they have determined that your body is dead.
You did.
So there are
You did.
ways that can be handled. Then, obviously, he had a valiant death, not horrible.
Hey,
death,
since he's dead, I get to keep his short sword.
Unless I get burned back to life.
He didn't
So,
have a horrible death.
they will surely pursue you getting back to life. Okay. In some way,
If
shape,
you
or
come
form.
back to life,
It is a little bit outside their ability and how much money they have. So to do so, it's probably going to be a quest or it's going to be a major debt. Okay? So
I think
either one.
Selena's gonna speak to the princess and ask for help.
Okay, well, let me finish talking.
Princess
Okay?
loves you.
We're way over time right now. All right. Anyway, so that means what we could do is for next session, which would be the first session in August, we could generate you a character that you could run just in the meantime until Dan can potentially come back to life. So it'll be a filler character, which those are always fun because you have a little bit less vested interest in if something happens to them, it's not that big a deal, and you get to do something maybe that you wouldn't normally get to do. You know,
Terrible.
Well, it's possible if it was a wizard.
Random.
Wizards have their downsides too.
Yeah, I know, just saying.
Like not a lot of hit points. Anyway, so that's one direction you can go. There is another direction, but it's extremely risky.
Oh.
Okay. So one possibility is whenever a character dies in Low Moon, they can choose to petition the gods to be allowed to drink the nectar of the gods.
Oh.
So when you drink the nectar of the gods, you have a base 2% chance of coming back to life as an immortal. Okay? So you would come back to life on your own immediately, and Dan would be immortal. Now, that means that if ever you die, you automatically come back to life the next morning at dawn.
That's so cool.
Very cool. But the chance is so slim, if you fail, if you drink the nectar of the gods and roll above the 2%, your character never can come back.
Like,
so,
ever?
Right. So you don't have to make a decision right this second, but if
and you have to ask them to
really any time between. What's that? Yeah.
So you have to ask the gods to allow you to do it.
Yeah, but they generally they will always grant the petition to drink the nectar of the gods. That's what you choose to do. But how well you ask can affect the percent. So like if you ask really well, the percent goes up to like 3%, which is still a really small chance.
So really small.
So you have to roll percentile dice, and you have to roll, say, 3% or less. So that means your character will be forever gone.
So you have to roll.
You have to roll
like the
3% or less.
So 0, 0, 3 or
0,
less.
1, 0, 2, or 0, 3. So it's not a good chance. And remember, so while it's really cool to always be able to come back to life, there are some other negatives.
There's someone
about that.
who did that. Who did that?
So Amalia, but she was an NPC.
I really want to ask, but I don't want to ask.
Yeah, so you got time to think about it for right now. The downside,
how did Bubby become?
If you choose not to do it right now, you could theoretically choose to do it anytime between now and when you start playing your character again. So once they bring your character back to life, the opportunity is gone. Unless you die again, then the opportunity to be back again. So, but also remember that as an elf, he already is sort of immortal, like on human scale. You won't come back to life already if you die, but you're going to live to be like 2,000 years old. Yes, one. So you just got to think about it and decide whether you want to try it or not. It would be really, really cool
to be immortal.
But that's the problem.
I'll make a new character.
Right, that's where you're at right now anyway. But it would lock that in. It would mean you would not be able to. So Aaron's character, Galarin, gave his life heroically saving children from being eaten from ogres, and then tried to drink the nectar of the gods, and his character was destroyed, so he came back to life.
Wasn't it Auden that had a character who drank the nectar of God and succeeded?
There's no PC that has ever successfully succeeded as becoming immortal.
Really?
Yeah.
Default.
Nobody has ever succeeded. So that also would be very cool. Yeah, but the odds are greatly against you.
I might make it.
And Dan's really bad at asking nicely for things.
I mean, but this would be the gods, so. And some of them like that. Some of them were like, oh, he's braggadocious and bold and annoying. Let's see if he can come back to life or be forever destroyed. Oh, forever destroyed. Oh, so sorry.
I think I'll make another character for now.
Yeah, so that's what I think I would do. And we can do something creative and fun because it won't be a long-term character. So, I mean, like, you could do a race that normally can't be a player character, or you could do a class that you might not normally have access to, something that's a little odd. I mean, rogues anybody can make a rogue.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's what Michel is a rogue. So, I'm thinking, like, you could play an archer, which people don't normally get to play. The archer is a subclass. You could play, what else? Samurai. You could play a troll. You could play, something weird. The point is, we could do something weird that you could make a fun character that you know is not going to be permanent.
I can't have a single one of those candies.
I'm sorry. That's the way it goes.
I can do that.
You just need some chocolate. Yeah, sure.
I'll make a filler character for now.
Okay, that's what we'll plan on doing. So you and I'll get together or whatever between now and the next session and have that ready to go. And I'll give you some ideas. Like I'll give you a list of say 4 or 5 or 6 that you can pick and choose from.
At least tonight or Tuesday.
Yeah, it won't work for me tonight because first of all I have to run gaming until later, and then I have to work early. So
have you ended the recording?
Yes.
Stay tuned for more Lomoonian adventures.